It's a trampoline. Hope to see you.
Now that I have coffee, the vlog can officially start.
Ready to go?
In 2 minutes, when the vlog is uploaded.
So close. Get posted. Let's go. We are on our way to Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, where we'll be connecting to a domestic flight that'll take us to Zanzibar. Hopefully we make it. This flight's a little delayed. Now we're gonna have less than 2 hours to connect to our domestic flight.
And we had to check our bags. So we have to get our bags.
Gonna get interesting. Is anybody else feeling a little deja vu? We basically did this exact same thing 2 weeks ago on the way to Mauritius, where we flew into Johannesburg the night before, stayed overnight at a hostel, then came back to the airport, went to the exact same lounge, and then got on the flight.
The only difference is last time we showered and changed, and this time we didn't.
We were supposed to take off at 10:30. This is not looking good for our connecting flight. We now have less than 2 hours until our flight takes off for Zanzibar. Kara, what do you think our chances are of making this next flight? 50-50? We have to beat all of those people over there. We should be running. Not looking promising. Looks like a mess. Kara, we've got to fill out a form. First we have to get a visa. This is the queue for the visas. We need to get past that exit sign up there.
This is not looking good. I think I'm going down to 40%.
You're optimistic.
Because I have hope that our other flight is delayed.
It's seeming like our only chance right now. We haven't moved. We are now an hour into this visa process. Not looking promising. Over here. Thank you. We have a little over an hour to get our visas. Now we have to find our bag, go through security, and figure out where to get on our next flight. You see them? Bags, check. Go, out on this way. I've got to find an ATM so we can pay a taxi. We're going to Terminal 1.
We're paying $7 US to go 1 kilometer to our terminal. Most definitely getting ripped off, but I guess it's better than missing our flight, which we still might do.
Is this where we go for a rook?
Yes?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Go, go, go. I don't know.
Thanks for your luggage.
Thank you. By some miracle, we are checked in 35 minutes early.
But I would feel a lot better if we weren't flying on one of those planes.
And by one of those planes, she means one of those planes. Also, check out these handwritten boarding passes. Nice. Ooh. That was an exciting first hour in the country. Now we get to board a tiny plane for what I assume will be a beautiful 20-minute ride to Zanzibar. The only problem is I haven't booked a place for us to stay tonight and there's no Wi-Fi. How you feeling?
Not excited.
You've flown into the most dangerous airport in the world.
And it was terrifying, and this plane looks just like it. At least it's over water, and it kind of looks like a boat.
Traffic.
Almost exactly 24 hours after leaving Mauritius, we have touched down in Zanzibar.
Finally!
Now we just have to figure out where to stay.
What? Wendy?
Probably should have done that ahead of time.
Yeah. When are we gonna learn?
It gets worse and worse. The longer we travel, the more confident I am that everything's gonna work out, and the less stuff I book in advance. Now we're waiting on our bags. I looked and looked on the internet this morning while we were sitting at the airport in Johannesburg trying to book somewhere to stay tonight, but I just couldn't find anywhere that looked decent for a decent amount of money. I'd intended on sitting in the airport here to book something before we left, but this is the extent of the airport. That's it. And then there's a tarp over there. Wonder why everyone's dressed so nicely. Thank you. Do you know maybe a cafe that has Wi-Fi?
The Stone Town?
In Stone Town. A cafe with Wi-Fi?
No.
No? Why not? No cafes?
No. Because now it's closed.
Ah,
Yeah.
It's too late.
Manchi Lodge is nice because you have a garden, then cheap, then nice. But hotel in Zanzibar very expensive.
Okay.
So hotel.
We're going to a guest house in Stone Town.
I guess if nothing else, we can stay one night and figure it out.
So we paid our taxi driver, told him we were staying here, but really we're just gonna sit in their garden and use their Wi-Fi.
They want like $40 a night for a pretty grimy room.
Wait, it doesn't even have a bathroom in it.
But that's like what I've been seeing on the internet, so this might be our best bet.
So we're gonna look on the internet, see if there's anything better.
See, it's about to get dark. You know we're going the wrong way.
No.
Okay.
This is the current situation.
Currently Skyping with Citibank, trying to use our 4th night free benefit with our Citi Prestige credit card. You can hear about every other word the person says. It's not going well.
We might be staying at this lovely place tonight. Alright, it's officially happening.
We're staying!
We're staying.
And we're so excited. It's gonna be a great night. Welcome to our huge room with 3 beds.
Oh look, my bags can have a bed.
I got my favorite drink from Kenya, bitter lemon. It's not that we're like too good to stay in hostels. I don't mind hostels. It's just that $40 a night sounded a little expensive for a room with no AC and a shared bathroom.
Maybe we got a little spoiled and Mauritius.
Just a little bit. But we're gonna wake up tomorrow, go check out Stone Town, maybe look for another place to stay. We'll see. Maybe this is as good as it gets. We did not do our research before we showed up. And I'd love to say that I learned my lesson for like procrastinating and booking stuff last minute, but this will probably happen again. If anyone was wondering how we pass the time on airplanes.
I wish I looked like this.
That's disturbing.
Your face is happening on my face.
The oldest TVs ever. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, nailed it.
These are the fastest mosquitoes ever. I did not think I was gonna get it. I would like to get it off my hand in case it has Zika.